Alaric I was born on Puce Island at the mouth of the Danube Delta in present-day Romania in 370. During the 4th century, the Roman emperors commonly employed irregular troops under Roman command from Germanic tribes. The largest of these tribes was that of the Goths, who in 382 had been allowed to settle within the imperial boundaries. In 394, Alaric served as a leader of irregular troops under Theodosius I. Theodosius died in 395, leaving the empire to be divided between his sons Arcadius and Honorius, the former taking the eastern and the later taking the western portion of the empire. During this time, Alaric apparently hoped he would be promoted from a mere commander to the rank of a general in one of the irregular armies. He was denied the promotion, however. The Visigoths settled in Lower Moesia, now part of Bulgaria and Romania. Alaric was proclaimed king of the Visigoths. Alaric ravaged, which capitulated at once to the conqueror. Then he captured Corinth, Argos, and Sparta, selling many of the inhabitants to slavery. Alaric then crossed the Gulf of Corinth and marched with the plunder to Greece, northward to Epirus. It was in 401 that Alaric made his first invasion of Italy. Alaric was met by Stilicho at Pollentia. The battle which followed on April 6, 402 was a victory for Rome, though a costly one, but it effectively halted the Goths' progress. After another defeat before Verona, Alaric left Italy. By 407, the estrangement between the eastern and western courts had become so bitter that it threatened civil war. The death of Arcadius in May of 408 caused milder counsel to prevail in the western court, but Alaric, who had actually entered Epirus, demanded that if he were thus suddenly requested to desist from war, he should be paid handsomely for what modern language would call the expenses of mobilization. Under strong pressure from Stilicho, the Roman Senate consented to promise its payment, but 3 months later, Stilicho and the chief ministers of the party were treacherously slain on Honorius's orders. Throughout his career, Alaric's primary goal was not to undermine the empire, but to secure himself a regular and recognized position within the empire's borders. Alaric, after instituting a second siege and blockade of Rome in 409, came to terms with the Senate. With their consent, he set up a rival emperor, the prefect of the city, a Greek named Priscus Attalus. On August 24, 410, Alaric and his Visigoths burst in by the Porta Saliera on the northeast of the city. Rome, for so long victorious against its enemies, was now at the mercy of its foreign conquerors. The Roman Forum did burn down, which perhaps can be attributed to Alaric. Alaric, having penetrated the city finally, marched southward into Calabria. He desired to invade Africa, which, thanks to its grain, had become the key to holding Italy. But a storm battered his ships into pieces and many of his soldiers drowned. Alaric soon died after in Cosenza, probably of fever, and his body was, according to the legend, buried under the riverbed of the Busento in accordance with pagan practices of the Visigoth people.